Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly for pricing at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a watch that was introduced at Baselworld 2016 in white gold and 904L stainless steel. This is the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust 41. We're looking at reference 126334 right here, and the timepiece is 41 millimeters in diameter. It is 11.6 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip. It is 47.5 millimeters with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll pop open the clasp, throw the watch on my wrist. You can see the watch wears well. It's larger than a standard Datejust, but unlike a Oyster bracelet Datejust 41, it's not exceptionally broad across the wrist. It doesn't have large projecting end links. You can see that this Jubilee bracelet more or less pulls straight down out of the lugs. So while I normally advise this watch for wrists of 15 centimeters circumference or larger on the Oyster bracelet, on the Jubilee, as you see it right here, I could actually advise a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference wearing this watch well. And as you can see, it will fit easily underneath the cuff. Taking a quick look at the bracelet, the Jubilee has come a long way. As you can see, the solid center links and the robust end link profile, it's not solid in the traditional sense because you can see it is pivoted, but there are no hollows in this bracelet, so it feels very robust. We have a little bit of a taper, we have polished outer faces, satinated flanking links, center links in high polish with an offset, and plenty of gapping between the links to vent the wrist on a hot day. You can see that there are screws fixing the removable links, and you have several of them on each side, so you're going to get a good fit. We have a thick gauge polished steel clasp, and you can see it uses a beak and a hook system, so it actually latches shut just like that, and then you open it by lifting the latch. Internally, we have the Easy Link quick adjust system. You could snap it in or snap it out to make some quick changes to fit. For more adjustment, there are 3 divots drilled inside the clasp. You can use your strap tool to change the anchoring point inside of the clasp. Taking a look at the case, it's handsome, it's tapered, it's elegant. 2 of the changes from the Datejust 2 to the Datejust 41 were the introduction of narrower, more tapered lug profiles and a slimmer case profile, and we definitely have that. Everything's of high polish. There are quite a few curves here. This is not the sheared and squared off super case of the Sea Dwellers, the Subs, the Explorer 2s, the GMTs. No, this is more like a very large Datejust or Date-8. We have a twin lock crown, screw down, 100-meter water resistance. We have a bezel that's made of white gold. It's actually gray gold. Rolex has its own foundry. It makes its own alloys, so it makes its own white gold that never needs to be rhodium plated. It's white all the way through. And Rolex makes its own steel, 904L, that is highly resistant to corrosion to the point that you don't even need to rinse it after exposure to sea salt. The dial is a sporty take on the Datejust 41, and this watch is an unconventional combination of the sportiest dark full-loomed dial and the dressiest combination of Jubilee bracelet and fluted white gold bezel. But you can see the lovely black dial with white gold Rolex crown hands and applique indices is quite well loomed with Rolex's proprietary blue Chromolite loom. And the reason the hands, the crown, and the indices are white gold is so they will not oxidize and tarnish over time. Underneath the Oyster solid caseback, we have Rolex manufacturer automatic caliber 3235 70-hour power reserve bidirectional automatic winding, hacking seconds, and a quick set date, COSC chronometer certified, but also tested as a fully cased up watch by Rolex to run no worse than plus or minus 2 seconds per day. Hence that term superlative chronometer. It now actually means something. The watch has a beat rate of 4 hertz or 8 beats per second, pivots on 31 joules. It has a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance for shock resistance, and it has an overcoil hairspring to help it keep excellent time in any physical position. The hairspring is also made of a blue oxidized niobium zirconium, Rolex calls it Parachrom Blue, that is highly anti-magnetic. So reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this Rolex Datejust 41.